Does it mean God can't really use me if I struggle with mental health? The answer to that is no. In fact, many of the people God uses the most are people who struggle with mental health. Why? The Bible says that his strength is made perfect in our weakness. I'm a prime example, right? God gets more glory when, and that's why I like to tell the stories of my issues, whether they be the issues with mental health or my past, when 20 years ago or thereabouts, I was struggling with sexual sin. One of the reasons why I like to be honest with people about my deficiencies is I want them to see that there is treasure in this earthen vessel, that the excellency of the power may be of God and not me. I want you to look at me and say, if that guy is as jacked up as he says he is, then I have hope. In essence, if God can work through his deficiencies, his inadequacies, then I also have hope as well. And ladies and gentlemen, many of the people God uses the most struggle with their mental health. However, there is a difference between God using you and you being optimal in your relationship with him. So God can use anybody. In fact, he loves using people who struggle with mental health. But you will not enjoy the optimum level of your personal. There's dimensions in your walk with him, not what he uses you to do. Your life with him, your intimate, the experience and the enjoyment of all he has for you in your everyday life. To optimize that, right, you will need to place a demand on his grace to deal with mental health issues. Does that answer your question? And so that's you can actually make this a prayer point. It's like saying, Lord, if you heal me from a physical condition, I will serve you. Well, Lord, the Bible says it is with the mind, the suki, the nefesh, the lev, the what's the last one? Suki, nefesh, lev, and the nous that I serve you. So if you want me to walk with you deeper, heal this difficulty I'm having. Okay. How can we share our struggles with other believers who don't understand and be very judgmental and hurtful? Well, Anonymous, I'll be honest with you, that's one of the reasons why I'm doing today. And when I began to share with my wife my understanding of my wife's a medical doctor, my father's a medical doctor, my mother's a pharmacist, so I grew up around medics, and they say sometimes the hardest person to treat or diagnose is somebody you love. Nobody in my family would initially believe me when I first told them, but then the more I began to share with them my experiences, some of them started to say, wow, how did I miss that? You are right, that is textbook this, that is textbook that, right? That's textbook A, B, and C. And so even my own biological family did not see it because, one, it's not, especially growing up in the parts of the world I did at the time I did, it's a lot better now. So I grew up, right, decades ago in Africa. So we have both a generational gap and a cultural gap from modern day Western civilization, where these things are obvious and are very clearly understood. But then secondly, and I want to say this carefully, there are too many people who hide behind mental health difficulties to justify just failures of character, and other people get fed up with it. So if somebody who's always late keeps saying, well, it's my ADHD, sir, again, talking from experience, we understand you struggle with ADHD, but you've been late 1 year consistently. After a while, people start to tune stuff like that out, even when they hear it from other people. Discoveries don't mean that you get a pass with certain things. They just now should give you a tool and a window to understand your struggles better, to more effective. Like I said, the short man doesn't just say, well, I'm short. No, now that I know I'm short and I can't reach the top shelf, it is incumbent on me to go buy a ladder or get a stool. In essence, it may take me more effort, but I should put things in place to help me address